Hey, what's up? It's DJ. Today we got some new mods to take a look at for Farm Sim 25. This is actually part 2 of a video, so if you haven't seen part 1 yet, check the pinned comment because you'll be able to see part 1 later. We had 69 mods released today. I've already done a video on all of the new tools for crossplay, as well as the updates and PC mods. These are going to be all of the Placeable mods for Farm Sim 25. These are going to be all platforms, and there's 39 of them. Sit back and relax. Gonna be a long one. First on our list is the Fermenting Silo from Omatana. This is very easy to find. Factories, and boom, right there it is. You do have color options, so you can choose whatever you would like. And if we go around, take a look, looks very good. And if it looks familiar, it's because this was in Farming Simulator 22 as well. We can make silage out of chaff, silage digestate. This one's interesting. So chaff and water go in, and then you get silage digestate out. I think that's pretty cool. So you get a little bit more if you want to. You've got grass going in, grass with digestate, hay drying, so you put grass in, get hay out, and then you have hay silage with digestate, straw silage, digestate, and then you've got a couple different TMR setups. So you've got one that makes 4,000 there, which is going to include hay, silage, and straw. One that's just hay and silage, which is the way I prefer to do it, and then hay, silage, straw, and mineral feed. So you've got quite a few different ways to check that out. I wish there weren't so many things coming out today so that we could pay a little bit more attention to this, but we got to move it on. Next, we've got the Sawmill from Jamo. This one is easy to find as well. Just jump into factories, and it is right here. We also have customization for this, including solar panels and colors. Now, if we take a look at what we can make planks, long planks, prefab wall, and a wood beam. So you've got all of those. And this is a very, very unique setup here. So this is where you're going to be selling all your wood. So you will have to get it in here, but once you do that, it's pretty simple, straightforward from there. We've got an area here where if we run around, boom, this is where pallets spawn and all that good stuff. And we've got a place over here too. It's a place for everything and everything in its place. I love it. Yeah. And right here is where you're going to go if you want to see where the trigger is inside. Next, we have our Soybean Factory. So for those of you that have been looking for something to use with their soybeans, it is here. Looking very good as well. Let's take a look and see what we got. It's pretty sweet. Oh yeah, and it's in productions. It's not in sell points. Ignore that. I was looking for a sell point for it, but there's not one. Boom, right there. There you go. No customization options. In here, we have soybean patties, tofu, and soy smoothie, which we can put together. You're going to need, at least for the soybean patties, soybeans, barley, flour, and sunflower oil. Very cool. For tofu, you just need soybeans and water, and you make tofu. 5 and 5 makes 6. There you go. And then we also have soy smoothie as well, which is a soy milk kind of product. Soybeans and water again. It's amazing that depending on how you do it, you can either get tofu or soy smoothie. Next was pretty cool. This is the extended multi-greenhouse pack. What this does is it now adds water, seed, mineral fertilizer, or manure, which must be added to your greenhouses in order to run. They've also added various new fruits, including green beans, peas, carrots, potatoes, parsnips, beets, and spinach. These appear in the fillable pallets. Fillable pallets have also been modified so that they can be unloaded in every single production. There's 2 production chains. You've got a production number 1, which will do your seeds and water. Seeds water mineral feed. And then seeds water manure. So there you go. Seeds water manure. And then seeds, water, they say mineral feed, but it's not. It's solid fertilizer. I don't know what, that's translation issues, I'm assuming. Nonetheless, you've got them for literally everything. So it's not just the one I've put down. I've put down just one so it's quicker, but it's like for all of them. Every single one that we've got in the game, you've got them, even for the rice. Lastly, in the production section, we have fruit greenhouse. This is somewhere where you can produce olives, grapes, and cotton. Not sure how that's done, without having to do them in the field. They also say it's possible to transport the olives, grapes, peas, spinach, and green beans as bulk goods and store them. That's kind of neat. So we can make either grapes, green beans, olives, peas, and spinach. How neat is that? You can make them all in your greenhouse without any care in the world. You will have to input water, seed, solid fertilizer, and herbicide However, they all have the exact same setup, just the output that's a little bit different. Now we make our way over to animals. First one's the Big Cow Barn. This is from Rajat G Play. Very, very cool through there. So these are going to hold a total of 72 head of cattle. Food is 33,750, straw is 21,375, and slurry is 56,250. So very specific numbers there, done for a reason. I will also say this, if you are on PC and you're looking to modify some animal pens, this is a prime example. Any animal pen that doesn't have a fence around it, you can add more to it. So you can take that 72 and make it 720 if you would like, and then add a 0 to all of the animal feeds, and then boom, you've multiplied everything by 10. It's super easy to do, so definitely check that out. Otherwise, very nice. I'm starting to become more and more of a fan of stuff like this. I think playing on Comston a lot more recently, even though I've only released one video. I've got multiples pre-recorded for you guys for the weekend. Doing stuff on there is really kind of making me slow down and appreciate a lot more of these mods. Just trying to appreciate mods more overall. Next one's the Modern Pigsty. This will hold 150 little baby piggies. It is from 750 Ti Awning, who is incredible at pretty much everything that they do. If we pop around and take a look, here we go. You can buy all of your little baby piggies, and this is another one of those where I say, hey, if you want to modify stuff, this is a good one to modify. You can open up where you put their feed, which is super cool. Slurry is going to come out right there, and everything in between. If we take a look on the inside down at the bottom right-hand corner, if you're curious where I'm getting these numbers from, 150 animals, 54,000 liters of food, 51,300 for the slurry, and 15,000 liters of straw. And your last animal pen, which is also production, and it has a placeable in it. A few too many things, but hey, it is what it is. This is the chicken coop. So, first off, we have a chicken coop. It'll hold 1,500 things animals and 19,500 liters of food. On the left hand side inside, you've got a place for your eggs, and then the chickens go in there. Food is here, and you can open it up. There you go. We also have this, which is a decoration, so you can build your own chicken animal, I guess. Chicken animal. And then you've got one right here. If you just want manure, well, then you could do this. It's a production chain. It's the same thing, so straw goes in and manure comes out. I guess that's kind of how animals work anyway, so if you need it, you got it. Next, from our friend ArgZ Gaming, we have the Anywhere Object Storage. So as you can see, we have an object storage area. You can turn on and off using this cog, and it will completely remove that mesh. That mesh is going to be a little setup where you can actually see exactly where everything is going to go. Think about the object storage that we have at the base game. The shed where you put the bales and pallets and stuff like that. That's what this is. What this would do, but it allows you to put it in your own buildings. How cool is that? So you could place down your own shed, for example, something like that. Maybe something a little bit bigger, maybe something like that, for example. But you could place down the shed and then put this down using free build. Then once you've got it, turn it off, boom. Now any building that you want has object storage. Likewise, you can just have it out in the middle of the open if you would like. There's nothing wrong with doing that either. Next, we have some big old silos called the Large Silo Pack. It is a pack of silos. I've only put one of them down, but you got a large version here, 400,000 liters. Not too much, but it is what it is. You got another version here with a thing over it, small one, also 400,000 liters, and version here, also 400,000 liters. So, very nice. The next one has got a very cool name, the Phytosanitary. Phytosanitary? Phytosanitary. Phytosanitary. I don't know, man. It's a place where you can get liquids. So you come over here and herbicide, water, liquid fertilizer. You can buy all your stuff here. Also, this reminds me, I got a family member who, if you say a word he doesn't know, he said, "What'd you call me?" Oh, that's great. This reminds me of him. Here's a mod that I'm pretty sure we had in Farm Sim 22. This is the Multi-Fruit Farm Storage. We have two different versions, and you can store a lot of different things. So through here, you've got, solids, liquids, stuff like that. Here you've got bales and pallets and things like that. Jump around through here. You see storage is empty because, well, there's nothing there. Doors open up very, very fast. And we'll open up this one, and you've got a place to get out stuff. So, Let's talk about that. Jumping into silos, we've got a version right here, 2 million liter capacity for your solids and liquids, and 144 different placeables. Then you have it on a realistic version with 20 million liters for solids and liquids, and 800 pieces. Now, the 800 is actually lower than some of the mods we already have. You can do a few things. You got solar panels and colors through here. Next, we have the Pallet Storage. This storage for your pallets and tools, including special one for honey right here, which can be found in animals and bees. I love saying that word. And then you've got another one, which is automatic, which is very, very cute. Doesn't hold a bunch, but it's right there. 36 pallets total. And then you've got just a bunch of different ones and tools where you can kind of put them side by side if you want, or keep on singular. We also have the Lizard container today. This will hold 50,000 liters, and you can buy liquid fertilizer out of here. There's also a version of this that's for PC and Mac only. However, that was in part 1 of the video. If you're on PC and Mac, you want a branded version, check that out. Got something similar with the Fuel Tank 5000L. This will hold 5,000 liters of diesel. There you go. $15,000 to place it down. Now, if you want to take that mild and go to wild, you can go for this one, the Lizard Fuel Tank for Mr. Hector. Oh, it's Mr. Hector. Of course it's wild. I love it. Yeah, bring it on, baby. In here, you can buy 35,000 liters of diesel, and it looks so cool. Lastly, in the silos and container section, we have the bunker silo mod. Now, there's a bunch of these in here. We're only going to go over and show you each individual one. Of course, you've got different sizes, different looks, different styles, and maybe one's got a regular end, one doesn't have any sides at all on it. Choose the one you like. Next, we have a couple workshops. First one is the workshop with shed. This costs you $98,000. 98, sorry, 39. Woo. 39.8. It's a workshop. Looks very good. Yo, the inside of this looks so cool. Check out the floor on that. That's awesome. You have a place over here on the side to store stuff, and you got nice windows all the way around. No customization, though. Here's the one that does have customization, the American Workshop from ICAS. I mean, who else would it be from? Around in here, we go in and open up one of our doors. Everything that you see in red is colorable heads up through there. We have an absolutely mahoosive door on the back. It is a rolly door, so it's not a hydraulic or anything like that. And then you got 2 doors on the side. Super accessible, very, very, almost too easy to get in and out of here, which is very nice to see. And really, that's kind of about it. Other than checking out all the details around and everything, we'll do a quick once around. There you go. Very cool. Man, I dig this. We got to add this to my Riverbend series. Now we got sheds. And of course, we have to start with the Welker Farm Shed Pack from Mapper's Paradise. Congratulations to MP for being able to get this out for you guys to be able to use. Use it for role play a little bit. You got a smaller shed here. Coming around, we've got an even larger one, very wide and open inside. If we come around, we do have a much smaller one, but still managed to be able to get in and out of, which is very nice. Thank you for that. If we come around, you've got an awesome garage door here. Let's open that up. Check out that animation. That's what I'm talking about. And then we got 2 more around towards here. If we can find ourselves out of there we go. We've got a smaller shed right here with some doors. Of course, everything opens up. So this is going to be kind of standalone there. And then through here, we've got some smaller openings. Open that door up, and we'll find ourselves out of there. And then we have the onset in the back. So there you go. I will say that the workshop was not included with the shed pack. Next, we have a pretty massive pack. This is the Salvage Hauls pack from Rustic. If we go around towards here, open it up, make sure you're not parking in front of it. You do just have an open haul at the end of the day. It does look very good. It's just kind of an open haul at the end of the day. We're going to delete this, and I'm going to show you guys some of the rest of them. So you've got a bunch in here, just kind of different layouts, different designs, a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit bigger. They're a bunch of sheds, and we got 39 of them to go. So I'm so sorry. We have a bunch to show off. There's also some stuff in silos as well. So if we jump in here and we swing down right about here, we also have places for bales, and then something very similar with the sheds that we just showed you. So there you go. Salvage Hauls pack. Next up from 750 Ti Awning, again from the grain haul. We have 2 of these, one without the wall on the inside and one with the wall. This is the one with the wall, if you couldn't tell. And we've got the doors right through here. It's a very good looking building. I told you, 750 Ti just nails it. Also, that is a very old graphics card, if that is what they're using for the mod name. They use it for the same thing in Farm Sim 22 as well. Bit of a fanboy for the mods they make. They're all fantastic. So there you go. There's your grain haul. Can be found in sheds. All right, next up we got the Barn SJ pack. There are 4 barns in here. I'm going to be showing one of them. Well, I guess that's not opening. Let's try and open that. And it's not opening either. Are all the doors on the other side? Come on! So all the doors are there, and then you got to come through here and I guess open them from the inside. Well, you know, if you need to protect yourself, you could do that. Looks greater on the inside. I absolutely love this white brick. If you'd prefer it in a gray, you could do that too. There is a gray version here. If we zoom in, kind of see that. And then there's a little bit of a smaller version here too. Next up, also from 750, you got the old warehouse. This costs 40 grand. Really don't talk about prices too much with placeables, but well, there's not much else. There are no other specs other than daily upkeep, which is $10 a day. You do have lighting, which we can hit. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong, so we won't worry about that. Lighting in here. Hey, there you go. Really nice. Ooh, it's kind of like the yellow light. Ooh, it looks good in here. Very cool. Next, we got a big one. This is the agricultural awning from MA7 Studio. This is, they say it's an awning for storing your potatoes and other tubers. Like YouTubers? Oh gosh, don't put me in here. It's way too big. It's like the opposite of claustrophobia. Whatever that is, that's what that is. $29,000. There you go. All right, next we got the wooden shed. It actually shows wooden wall shelter. So this is one of those kinds of mods where they've been like, oh, let's give it 2 or 3 names. Actually, I recorded another video off of this one because it's like the same name from the same modder, almost. Oh, I'm confused. My brain hurts. My butt hurts too, but that's because I've been sitting down all morning. It's not even, you know, it's a shed. Let's move on, man. Next is the wooden barn or wood barn. $2,500 for this right here. There's also a second version as well that's got a water trigger on it. Yes, it's got a water barrel, and I was like, all right, does that really need its own model? But that's my fault. Absolutely, heck yeah, it needs its own model. You want to know why? Because it's super cool. Oh, yo, can you overlap these? You can, and it looks good. Dude, I did a thing. Anyway, you get free water out of here. I missed this one in my silos section, but this is the small pallet storage. Since it does say it's in placeables and sheds, that's where I put it in the video, but it's actually in silos. So just, you know, heads up through there. It holds 50 pieces, so that's going to be your pallets, bales, little things like that. Next is our small shed, and that it is. This is a very small shed. $10,000 will get you this bad boy. Next, we have the wooden shed. Now, this one's actually much higher. Like, the W's are down here. This is up here for some reason. It's with the G's. The mod name is actually Average Wooden Shed. And then in the mod up, it says Wooden Wall Shelter. And that it's at... Quit giving stuff 3 names, man. If one doesn't work... Please make them match. Anyway, you got a bunch of different places. You got markers all over the floor. So we could go around and we can add different things. So if we want to add all, stuff there. If we want to come over here and add a wall, we can do that. There you go. There's that stuff. There's so much in here. Yikes. That you can add. Oh, me, oh, my. Yeah. Run around. Have some fun. Hitting all the markers. I'm just trying to run around and hit every single one that I can. Click, 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 click. I think that's almost all of them. I think that's about all of them. So you can really turn this into whatever you want. It's pretty sweet. Moving along now, we got some placeable mods. This one is going to be the concrete wood support. You put a couple of these down, and then you can put the stacks of logs on top of them in between. It'll hold them tight, and you can stack them high. Yesterday, we received some decoration packs, and if that wasn't enough, well, someone else has gone and taken a bunch more placeables and put them into a pack. There's definitely some overlap here, but I just don't know how much. I'm not going to go through all these because then it would take me 28 years and I'm only 36, so I don't feel like taking that much time. Nonetheless, you can put some stuff in. I do like the Motor X flag, though. Yay! Now, this may look like a light that's just floating around. However, this is actually the Placeable wall lights. There's supposed to be a wall here. It knows there's no wall, so it just put it in midair. But there's a ton of them through here. You got all kinds. You've even got like these right here, the floodlights. You could do those. Street lights, you've got those. Some really neat like parking lot lights. There's all kinds of stuff in here. There's also the placement helper 1 meter. So you could place these down and figure out exactly how high certain amounts are so you can get them just right. That's so cool. They didn't have to do that. And they did do that. And that's awesome. That is a big ball on a stick. This is the Lizard Water Tower. I gotta back up just so you can see the whole darn thing. This is found in containers and all that good stuff. The Placeables, containers, boom, right here. There, you know what? Let's give it a buddy. Oh, now there's 2. 50 grand to get these, but you can get water for free. These are ridiculous. I love it. This is also a production. I missed this in the previous setup of the video. The water pump with distribution. Very cool. We've got a couple of these now. Something similar to this. Basically, you have electric charge, which it takes 0 electric charge, but it holds 100 liters. I'm not sure how that works. We had one mod that was similar to this a few days ago, but it held 1 liter. And then 30 water. Basically, it produces water from nothing. You just... Well, I would say you pay for it, but I don't think you pay for it. They say the water pump is powered by wind and is able to pump the water into your production. Depending on the distance, additional costs may be incurred. Just switch the output to distributing, and you're good to go. So there you go. How about that? Yeah, ma'am. Basically, you put this down, you get free water. Also, recently, we received a fire hydrant mod. However, this one's a little bit different. Hydrants with pumps. So you can get water from these as well, but there's a lot more in here. So you do have normal stuff through there. Hydrants with pumps. As a matter of fact, I think some of these released with the mod from the other day. But we do have a few new ones, like this guy down here. And... I think this one might be new. No, that's definitely not new. This one is, though. I like this one. For those of you that want a John Deere dealer, well, here you go. The John Deere dealer sign. Costs you $1,000. Man, if one of these cost you $1,000, I'd probably buy one in real life. This would be a lot more expensive. Heading it up, we got a couple more for you. This is the Rustic brick and metal fence. So, we do have a metal fence that goes in and out just like that. A metal gate, sorry. And then we have the fence itself right here, which... I'll be honest with you, if I was a bajillionaire, I'd put this around my house. That looks so good, super modern. And then you've got a larger gate right here if your Land Rover won't fit through the other one. This is a good one for tractors too. And DJ. Yay! And lastly, we have a pack with 468 houses in it. I think I'm kidding, but I also don't know if I am or not. There's a lot. They don't have interiors. So if you think I'm going through these, you're out of your mind. Anyway, there's house mods, man. Jeez. That is so many house mods. Woo! I'm good, man. I'm good. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like if you did. Get subscribed if you new. And join the GoHam fam if you have not seen part 1. Again, I don't know how you made it all this way without seeing part 1, but if you haven't seen that, please, please, please go check that out. It's another 22-minute video. It's a long one. So, yeah, that's why there's 2 videos today. Nonetheless, have a good one. We'll see you in the next one.